What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I recorded the video, so I figured I'd make one of this new workflow I just created. Before we jump into that, though, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe if it's your first time over here. And if it's not, go ahead and like this video if you get some value from it and share it with whoever you think may get value from it too. Now, the whole purpose of this workflow is to disposition while you're cold calling. So those of you out there who are cold calling as a big part of your business, which you should be, especially landlines, this is really good for you. So in my business, personally, I have two different cold calls that I do. One is a cold call that I do after it goes through the process of my sequential marketing process and drops off at the end, which is the last step before direct mail is cold calling, and then just a general cold calling. So all landlines get dropped into general cold calling. So anyway, all of that to the side. So what this does is based on the dispositions of your call. And so it determines right here whether cold call was made or not based on whichever workflow triggers that come in. And we're going to go over here. If the workflow, if no contact was made, we're going to drop a RVM to them. Hey, I didn't reach you, blah, 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 trying to get in touch with you about blah, 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 right? And this has to be generic. This RVM has to be generic. It cannot be specific to one property because you are cold calling potentially thousands of properties, right? So you can't record a voicemail for all of those different properties. So then it's going to update your that's update the property status. Oops. Update your property status to prospecting. All right, and then we're going to update your KPI tracking to it's going to go into the dials made, allow opportunity to create duplicate contacts. So boom. Now it's going to add one attempt. Now the whole purpose of this one is we're going to do 3 attempts and then deep prospect that property. Now the reason for these 2 right here is because, like I said before, I've got 2 separate cold call campaigns that I do. One just a generic cold call, and one is a no response cold call. So after they didn't respond, they get dropped into the cold call campaign. So no, we don't need more than one cold call campaign. Everything can come out of the same cold call campaign. Um, it's just, especially if you have an 800 number, it don't matter what phone number you're using, right? So anyway, if contact is made, the system is going to wait 2 minutes because we're going to disposition that call while we're on the call with that person, or as soon as we get off the phone with that person, right? So we've got lead, not interested, follow up, sold, DNC, listed, buyer, agent, and then clear property status and add no property tags if it does not fit any one of those um, criteria. So, and we have to make sure that when you make this, you add multiple because um, it's going to continue to rotate the property through until it's exhausted right here. So let me show you this in action a little bit. So I've added these 2. Let me share this tab. So I've added these 2 to one cold call campaign and these 2 to another one. And let me go ahead and show you how that looks. These phone numbers are fake phone numbers. They just typed them in under my name. Now you see we've got 2 in general cold calling and 2 in manual. So we're going to go ahead and hit let's get started. And I'm going to choose a different disposition off of all of these. All right, we dialing. All right, we're going to hang up. That's going to say no answer for that one. It's going to go straight to the next one. Oh, I forgot to disposition that one. It's okay. I'll disposition this one. Actually, I'll disposition the last one to show you guys. Okay, we're going to hang up. We're going to say busy on that one. We're going to go ahead and go to the next one. hang up. We're going to say voicemail on that one. Then we're going to go to the next one. And that one hung up. We're going to complete that one. And then we're going to update the lead status to pre-qualify. And we're going to update the property status. I should have moved this stuff around a little bit. I have no idea where the property status is, so we won't worry about that one for this video. Is it in there? Yep, there we go. Property status is going to be, now that's a lead because we talked to him, so boom. All right, so now let's head back over to conversations and manual actions to our cold call flow again, and let's see. The other one didn't get pushed in here yet because it was still on the wait thing up there. I just seen that right before I clicked over, but it should drop it directly back into the cold call campaign to recycle all of the calls. And it's set, this particular build is set to recycle the calls 3 times before exhausting it. So 2 of them got dropped back in. I don't know what happened with the other one, but you guys get the gist about what I'm saying, right? So let's go back over here now and I'll show you a little bit. This condition failed because contact was not made. And so it removed it from the workflow. Recycle calls and all of that. It dropped, you see over here, it dropped the RVM to that number. Drop the RVM to that number. And boom, right? So this is excellent if you have a cold call step in your business. If you have a cold call step in your business, which you should, as I said before, this is an excellent build to have. If you guys need any help building out any of this stuff, just reach out to me. You can follow either one of my Facebook groups, REI Reply Success, REI Reply Automations Hub, and REI Reply User Community. As well as check out my CosMoSys AI Realm user community. And yeah, hopefully I could help you guys. Remember, like, subscribe if it's your first time here, and share this video with whoever you think may benefit from it. Excuse my dogs barking.